Welcome to Westside Best Side. Today's date is March 23rd and it is a C Day. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the moment of silence. You may be seated. Today's lunch will be chicken and vegetable stir-fry. Today's guest speaker is Mr. Johnson.
Good morning, Eagles. Welcome to Eagle News here with Mr. J. We got one birthday shout out today. It's Matea Burrows in House Kefi. Happy birthday today. News from my desk. We do have our weekly house meetings this week. And so we will see House Mudita today and talk about their Eagle Magic, their consecutive days of good behavior, setting goals, and looking at kindness power. So we've talked about Duende, and we met with Julia yesterday. 6th grade, SOAR Awards are tomorrow on Friday. And as I've been taught the past couple days, talent show is coming. Do you have a talent that you want to showcase? If so, ask your teacher for a permission slip. Last day to turn them in is going to be next Wednesday, and auditions will be April 4th and April 5th. The talent show will be on June 2nd. Our essential this week is to be respectful to yourself and others. Give it to get it. We talk about the golden rule of life. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We talked about treating each person with kindness and respect regardless of your feelings towards them. We talked about respecting others' comments, opinions, and ideas is very important when you collaborate, and definitely when we come down for our house meetings. Today we want to talk about not showing disrespect with gestures. That could simply be by rolling your eyes, smacking your lips, tisking, sighing. Those are all showing disrespect with gestures. So those are ways that we can be respectful to ourselves and others. Our houses, here we go. House health, yep, you see it. Two things stand out to me. One is that white X next to House Kefi. Unfortunately, they had 2 hearts, and they lost those 2 hearts. Now, the 2 students have not come down to the front office. They will be coming to the front office today to remove those 2 hearts for inappropriate actions in the bathroom yesterday. So you know exactly who you are. Very disappointed. Unfortunately, because of that X, you have now gifted a heart to all the other houses and also have gifted 100 house points. Now, it's very important this time that the houses are so close that those 100 house points mean a lot to the other houses. So, Kefi, there is a way to earn your hearts back, and that is obviously through SOAR Awards. And we will have 6th grade SOAR Awards this Friday, so maybe you could earn a heart from that. Or even when we set goals in our house meetings, you could earn hearts back there. So, Duende earned a heart back, which is great because you're going to have a cone on you, so you're going to find out about that. So that heart may be needed if that cone comes off. Mudita, got an extra heart. That's good. We need that extra heart there. And Julia, that's another thing that stands out when I look at that. So Julia had 1 heart left, but because of their hard work throughout the school year and through Eagle Magic, they earned a heal, and they saved that heal. And this is the time when you use it. You say, hey, house, we haven't been the best we can be, so we're going to come together and we're going to heal the house, and hopefully these next week and a half, we can keep those hearts where they need to be. So Julia, back to 10 hearts. I bet you that feels real good. So as I just said a second ago, Duende, you do have a cone on there. We're looking at bullying is going on in Duende, so that could possibly make that go down to 0. Unfortunately, Mudita's down to 0. Kefi, we just talked about again, those students are going to come down today, remove those hearts off, and have a conversation with potential discipline. They're down to 0. And Julia, way to go. You had 3 days, Julia. So let's keep working hard. Only 2 days away. It seems like houses get close, and then something happens, and they end up going to 0. Don't let that be you. So Julia did lose their heal on there, and we do see that shield that Mudita earned the other day. Our kindness power, take a look at those totals. So unfortunately, my house, House Julia, broke my heart yesterday. There were numerous amount of unkind forms that were submitted yesterday. So very disappointed. So you actually end up losing 27 of your hearts, or of your eggs, due to your 9 unkind forms. Now, you did not have enough eggs in your nest to cover that, so I ended up having to take 8 more eggs out of your grand total. Now, if we ever get in a situation and you don't have any eggs in your bank, then that's when the vulture comes, scratches your house. Remember, you can only afford 5 scratches before you end up losing a heart. So right now, it's anybody's game coming Friday when it comes to those 50 free points for the house that has the least amount of unkind acts. Right now, Julia still is in the lead, but unfortunately from 2 to 11 is a big jump. So you can see your totals there. Now, I will talk about Julia. Yesterday during Kindness Power in our house meetings, they came and they purchased Sonic for 200 eggs. There's only 2 Sonics available. They purchased one of them. It simply says at the end of the week, every week for the rest of the school year, unless they lose it, any house that's within 50 points of them, they're going to boost forward 100 points. So that'll be every Friday for the rest of the school year. So unkind acts very quickly. Duende, you only received 1 yesterday, which was inappropriate bathroom behavior. I did highlight it because, Duende, you have a goal to be respectful to everyone. I'm not sure if that's necessarily being respectful to everybody. I'm going to jump down to Kefi. They received a couple yesterday, and one was, they're both in 6th grade. One was throwing water on another student in the restroom, and the other one was making fun of another student. So unfortunately, those were unkind acts, end up losing eggs. For Mudita, you lost eggs in 4th grade from opening and closing your computer loudly to create a disruption to the learning of others. And then someone even stepped on someone's shoes on purpose. 5th grade, leaving that mess in art class. Students, we want to do the best we can. If you go into a classroom, in the cafeteria, wherever it is, you clean up after yourself. In 6th grade, hitting teacher flags in the hallway. I know it's tempting, but we do not need to jump up, do not need to hit those flags, hit those decorations. And we even had one student who was extremely off task during Eagle flight time, even asked multiple times to get on task and could not do so. In-house, Julia, 4th grade, calling a student an inappropriate word, hitting a friend. Now in Julia, we set a goal yesterday to actually be able to keep our hands to ourselves. So I'm not real sure if that's meeting our goal. We also had using unkind words and hitting the hallway decoration. Just like Mudita, you do not need to hit the hallway decorations. 5th grade, leaving that mess in art class. 6th grade, kicking a friend and hitting another student. Again, does that meet our goal of keeping our hands to ourselves? I'm not sure. So what will your legacy be? So unfortunately, these are ways that students lost eggs. Don't repeat these actions and do better today. Kindness Power, the only thing different here is that there are 2 Sonics and 1 has been taken, so there's only 1 available. Nothing different with our unsportsmanship. The houses do stay the same. Now, Julia, unfortunately, you did not receive any eggs for points yesterday. That hurt your house on there. And then Kefi, giving those 100 points to other houses helped them out a lot. Our legacy thought of the day, find out what your gift is. What is your gift? What were you born to do on this planet? And then nurture it. Find it and then nurture it. In a world we can be anything, students, we must be kind. Will you be a champion today? May a great day or not, choice is yours. We love you and leave a legacy.
Today's weather will be a high of 77 degrees and a low of 62 and partly to mostly cloudy. There will be a safety patrol meeting for all safety patrols members for this school year. This morning, immediately after the Eagle News in the library. The joke of the day is, where do the kids in New York City learn multiplication tables?
Where?
In Times Square. The end. Have a nice rest of your day. Bye.